How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie, and today we're going to be talking about the dumbest fight announcements of all time. Dana, Hunter, what the fuck are y'all doing? This is actually pissing me off. So Gaethje versus Pimblett ruins the entire lightweight division. Fuck Armin Sarukian, am I right? Who gives a shit that he just melted Dan Hooker in less than 2 rounds? Who cares about that? Fuck Charles Oliveira too. Who cares that he just took care of Gamrot? Absolutely no problems. Like, what the fuck is this matchmaking? Everyone knows that Armin versus Oliveira 2 is needed. That fight should be made immediately. Why is that not for the interim title? That completely fucks up the entire chain of events. Because now Ilya is going to have to fight Paddy or Gaethje and skip over Armin. Otherwise, we're going to end up in the exact same situation with Colby Covington just a few years ago, where the interim champ doesn't get a fucking title shot, which is ridiculous. Why have an interim champion if they're not going to get the immediate first title shot? This pisses me off so much. Fuck, who gives a shit about the #1 contendership? Who cares that the most deserving guy in the division shouldn't fight for the fucking title? What? Paddy, you just beat Michael Chandler. The fucking ranked 7 guy in the division stayed there the entire year since like March. Hasn't done anything since then. And he has magically moved up into the top 5 just because of other people losing. Justin Gaethje won a split decision against what's his fucking name? Who gives a shit about him anyways? This is the second time they fought. Justin Gaethje beat him both times. It's clear that Fiziev just isn't that good. I've watched many Fiziev fights. He's just not that great. And Justin Gaethje beat him in a fucking split decision. This is ridiculous. This fight should not happen. I mean, it's a good matchup. Don't get me wrong. If it's not for the fucking belt, this pisses me off so much. Moving on, we're going to talk about fucking, where's the rest of the card? I'm pretty sure Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes, UFC 324. Pretty sure Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes got announced. Topology. I'm actually retarded. Topology was the fight I was looking for the entire time. Really? Okay. I guess Topology don't have it. CBS Sports. Alright. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. Honestly, who gives a shit? They're both fucking lesbians. I know Kayla Harrison is actually not, but she might as well be. Look at those fucking muscles. She has more testosterone pumping through her veins than I ever will have, even if I hopped on fucking gear. I mean, Kayla Harrison's probably just going to drop her nuts on Amanda Nunes' face. Amanda Nunes has been out of the cage for so long, and she's a woman. Kayla Harrison is not. What else do I need to say? Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Oh boy, I can't wait to see O'Malley take on Yadong. Wait. No, but I think this is actually a really good fight. I would have much rather seen O'Malley versus Corey. Now is the perfect time to do it, but I understand why the UFC is matchmaking this. They're probably going to feed Corey to some up-and-comer. That way they can move that guy up the division and just continue the bantamweights moving. I mean, it sucks that we might not ever get to see Corey versus O'Malley based on this, but, you know, Song Yadong versus Sean O'Malley is still pretty good. I definitely think O'Malley can take Yadong. But no, in all honesty, I do think this is a good fight. I would much rather it be a 5-rounder, but Sean O'Malley always gets his way, and that's never to do a 5-rounder. So what are you going to do? Waldo Cortez-Acosta versus Derrick Lewis. Cool. Extremely unnecessary. I don't get it at all, to be honest. Derrick Lewis really isn't that high in the rankings. Waldo has been on a really nice streak this year. He's been, knocking people out back-to-back over the last, month and a half. He's got all this momentum, and then you put him up against Derrick Lewis. I don't understand it at all, honestly. I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be an interesting fight to watch. I think Derrick Lewis probably knocks Waldo out. But in terms of just the rankings, it makes no sense at all. However, the next fight, this is a fucking banger. I have no complaints. There's nothing for me to bitch about here. Arnold Allen versus John Silva, absolutely phenomenal fight. I gotta get into talking about this fucking bitch ass. This makes me so mad, but that's not the point. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking for a picture to put up for Arnold Allen versus John Silva. Here, Arnold Allen versus, what the fuck? This is a good ass fight. This is absolutely a great fight to make. Arnold Allen's been out of the cage for, I don't even know how long at this point. He's been out for well over a year. I want to say his last fight was against Evloev. I genuinely think his last fight was against Evloev. And John Silva is still really good. It's clear that he's not, ready for the title shot because he got knocked the fuck out by Diego Lopes. But I do think he still deserves a shot up the rankings. Arnold Allen has been out for so long that, you know what? Just make it. I think it'll be a really interesting stylistic matchup. Arnold Allen is really good at scrambling, but he's also got pop on the feet. He's a lot more volume than he has power, which is the opposite of John Silva. John Silva's way more power than volume, but he still does throw combos. I think that Arnold Allen probably has the advantage in the grappling, but he doesn't really like to take it to the ground unless he needs to. So I think this will be a really, really interesting fight. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Arnold Allen, but I really wouldn't be surprised if John Silva got it done as well. This is a great fight. But what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Volk's last title fight was against Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes has won one fight in between then. What are we going to do? Immediate rematch. What the fuck? What about Mavzar? What about Lerone Morphy? What about, I don't know. I genuinely would rather see Diego and Yair fight, and the winner of that gets the title shot, than just giving it to Diego. I love Diego Lopes. He's my guy. I've rooted for him in every fight of his I've watched. I might even root for him in this fight. But what the fuck is this matchmaking? If Volk wins this fight via decision, it's going to do absolutely nothing for his legacy. If he loses this fight, then it just is a very clear stain of, oh wow, Volk declined so sharply in 1 year. Wow, that's all we're going to take away from it if Diego Lopes wins. But if Volk wins, it's going to be, oh yeah, Volk beat the same guy back to back. He made 0 improvements. There was no point in running this back. This is a no-win situation. This is the dumbest fight they could have done for 145. Like, I'm actually just in awe at how much they don't give a fuck about either of these guys' legacies. Because also, if Diego Lopes loses this, he's now 0-2 in title fights, meaning the UFC is going to be a whole lot less inclined to give him another title shot, even if he is the most deserving contender. So let's say Volk wins this fight, decides to retire, gives up the belt, then who do we run? Are you just going to throw Diego Lopes in there again? Just a third title fight in a year and a half? Why? That makes no sense. They wouldn't do that, but Diego Lopes is still probably the best guy in the division that's not named Volk or Mavzar. I genuinely think that Diego Lopes has separated himself from the rest of the pack. This really pisses me off. This really upsets me. There's no reason to do this. This only hurts the legacy of both guys, and it's just bad matchmaking. We already watched this fight earlier this year. Why are we running it back less than a year later when it's not like, it was an extremely close fight? Volk definitively won the fight. Yeah, Diego had his moments. He won a round, maybe even 2. It was not that close. This pisses me off so much. But, yeah, that's my rant. That's the end of it. I don't know what else to say, man. This shit's ridiculous. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Adios.